What's up everyone, Joey here. So I did a video on Let There Be Flight being broken, and technically it is broken, but there is a workaround that is kind of vague. But there's few people here and there that have got it working and say it's working, but then other people do the same thing and it doesn't. And that is because the fix is very, very, very specific. So this is all the requirements along with Let There Be Flight. I have literally just downloaded them all to show you what happens when you try to run the game. Now, this is, I've made it big so you can see because I'm on an ultra-wide monitor, but this is all the requirements and Let There Be Flight itself. I'm going to highlight them all, and this is basically how you install the mod if you download the individual packages and have like 7-zip installed or another unpacking archive program, and then extract here, not to or not files, just click extract here. Hopefully your archiving program has that option, and click yes to all to get rid of all the old stuff. And this is basically what will happen. You'll have it all installed, and then you'll go to play it, and you might be lucky and get to the title screen. Just let that load up. As well, I just wanted to show how it runs on my system. You know, you can see my specs in the description if something's broken or not. What is this? I just ran it from Steam. What the? Why is that coming up? It should be automatic. Sign up to Red Launcher. This is weird. What the fuck? Is it just my internet being slow? Okay, it was just my internet being slow. What the heck? This is all the reason I haven't done frequent updates lately. Because of I'm in the mountains and I'm still trying to sort out Starlink and there's payment issues. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna lower this volume so you can hear me. Now, with all the requirements installed, and you know they've had the hotfix update 1.63. It's in alpha build for Let There Be Flight. You know the mod creator is still working on it. And when you click continue with all the requirements which have been updated, this will happen. It just crashes, and you'll see you'll get an error. You can try going through the logs, and it's kind of hard to troubleshoot. Even myself, I've looked through logs and I couldn't really find anything specific. I just knew mod settings has an issue. And then this is where it gets into a gray area. If I go into my YouTube channel and look at the user comments, there's literally people saying, you know, if I go here from months back, disable or remove mod settings. That is not the fix. You can change settings in packed file, Let There Be Flight. That you know that's kind of not really a accessible option. And someone else says just remove mod settings, which you think, okay, delete mod settings, right? You know, because that installed, and see this guy's saying this is the culprit. And anyway, so I'll go into, where is it? Red4 extension, plugins, mod settings. That's basically what you need to fix, right? They said remove it. So if you delete it, and then I'll try again, I'll try running the game, because apparently that'll get it running, right? And this is what I did. I literally did test any fix someone suggested. If there was a simple workaround, I tried to get it to work, because I wanted to update you guys if a viable fix was found. And I don't know what's going on with this launcher. Maybe it's on Red Mod's end, or my internet's just that crappy. But it's loading in. Just wait for it. Or they're trying to sell the expansion. I've seen the expansion ads popping up everywhere, and it's even covering buttons in the main menu. It was covering the bottom left of the actual main menu of Cyberpunk, trying to get you to. So yeah, this is what happens if you delete mod settings. Red script compilation failed. You can delete the cache. It doesn't make a difference. And to fix that, obviously I'm just going to restore mod settings from my recycle bin. Now, when that didn't work, someone suggested delete module.reds and pack.reds, and I also tried doing that. So you know, just in here, inside the, you know, you can see the path at the top, Red4 extension, plugins, mod settings, module and packed. That's not the fix either. If I do that, oh whoops, my game was running. How did it even run? It launched twice. So I deleted module and packed because you saw the script compilation failed. What actually happens is the game will load when script compilation fails, but none of the mods will work. So it's also not exactly a fix It's the same as deleting your mods. So now we'll see if there's any script errors. And no, you don't need to delete the cache for this. It should just recreate. And we'll just wait a bit. Thanks for bearing with me. But I just want to show you exactly why I didn't post any fix straight away when people are saying it's to do with mod settings. It is to do with mod settings, but it's not as simple as just delete. There, it failed again. Okay, so the actual problem is the module.reds file. You still need the pack.reds file. So you can see here how I've had comments saying to delete both. That's not the fix for 1.63. It is specifically to do with module.reds, and I only know that because Emotional Intelligence 776 literally told me 3 hours ago, and I'm doing this video now. So he said, or they said, module.reds is the solution for some, and I think it might be the solution for all. And it's not to do with conflicts of the basic, some of the most popular mods are not conflicting, it's the module.reds in mod settings. And to show you what mods I've got installed really quick, I've got, let's see in here, I've got inworld navigation, which is a given, and then I've got just some radio mods, and then in here I've got time dilation overhaul, I've got skip, I've got more gore, and I've got delete the 2D sprites. You know those sprites that you can see, they're fake cars in the distance, and then when you get close they disappear? You can remove those. There's a mod for that. It's called remove 2D cars, something like that. Anyway, in one of these other folders, there's another section of mods, and under v1.63hf1 plugins for Cyber Engine tweaks, there's more mods. I've got time dilation overhaul, native settings, portable radio, NCPCD, hotline, and attack speed, and I'm pretty sure I had vehicle combat somewhere. If I can just figure out where it's installed. Maybe I don't have vehicle combat installed. That was cool. Let's give this one a search. This is like a really good mod. So it could be conflicting because apparently I don't have to install it, and it is one of the things I removed a while back. In Cyber Engine 3 mod. So let's also try restoring that. I'll do a quick test. We'll try to run without it. Like, I'm not going to install this, I'm just going to get the download going. And as you can see, we've already loaded up. I only deleted the module.reds, and we'll see if Let There Be Flight works. And I'm also going to timestamp this so all the people that didn't want to hear me talk and go through the crashing can also, just skip to it. So, flatlined. And why did it flatline this time? Module.reds is gone. Okay, now let's delete the cache from, not cache, but the cache modded folder, just in case, because I did do a complete reinstall of the whole thing. And we'll try getting it running again. Yeah, there's a weird. This is abnormal. It's supposed to just go to the red launcher page. It's meant to go open red pre-launcher, which I have set on launches admin. I wonder why it's not logging into it, or not going to the default continue without account that it should do with the Steam version. I have no idea. But the game launches, so okay. I wonder if recording could be affecting stability. I don't think so. So we're loading back in. Module.reds is deleted. I cleared the cache because I did all that. I reinstalled the mods basically, so I might have had to. Yeah, the cache was the issue. So if reinstalling the entire mod from scratch, then deleting the cache modded folder does help. But in testing, I did get Let There Be Flight working with just that module.reds file deleted, and there we go. So you can see that Let There Be Flight's working, and this is game version 1.63. So I'll just do a bit of testing here because, you know, it can, if it's too unstable to play, it's pointless. And I'll bring up, you know, I've got, normally if the game's unstable, also MSI Afterburner will crash it, and Reba tuners that'll cause stability issues. So I've got those running up so we can see if even the FPS is stable. And my specs, I've also got, I'll just show the settings real quick just so you can see if it's a setting issue. Crowd density is on high. And then graphics, I've got FSR quality 2.1, sharpening is on 0.50, field of view 80, motion blur is high. Most settings are high except volumetric clouds, subsurface scattering, and color precision. Yeah, everything else is high. Okay. And I've got it locked to 60. If I uncap it, we are on, this is also to show stability, you've got to show it uncapped at 99%. We're on 70 FPS flying around. And if I get to the right height, because, you know, the game isn't designed for flying cars. If I get to the right height, you can see what the higher crowd density does as well. Like, you can see this is real traffic up with no more 2D cars, so on that mod to remove the sprites. And at the right height, it is still pretty immersive. And then I'm just going to cap the FPS back so you can see how much more stable the 1% flows are. There is a lot of traffic here. My CPU is the bottleneck in this situation. So yeah. So the only issue I found with doing this fix is that obviously if you escape and go to mod settings, which does still come up, these don't seem to take effect straight away, or maybe they do. I'll try turning engine volume up because that would be the easy one to tell. And it sounds, it's the same volume, but if I exit to the main menu, I think, I'm not sure if this will work, but I did reload without, you can restore the module file and change settings in the main menu only and then delete it again, and that'll get the settings working. But I'm just going to see if it works if you just change the setting and exit and, you know, reload the game. And see if it allows the setting to stick. Because that could be another workaround for the mod settings being broken. So I turned the flight volume max. So now it should be much louder if this fix works too. No, I don't think it worked. It sounds basically the same. And I'll just double check in 1 second because I turned it off here. Where was it? Engine volume. I set it to 1 and it didn't seem to do anything. Although, you know, I don't like that loud. But yeah, so you can restore the mod settings file and get to the main menu. The module.reds file, and then you can change your settings and, you know, disable the UI like I've done, and then exit out, delete the module.reds, and then reload the game, and that'll actually get you to change your settings. But it is a stuff around, so you only need to do it once if you already know what settings to run. And yeah, we'll just test a bit here, a little bit more. Looking for the, yeah, there we go. Seize buttons. It's the, arrow buttons next to the end. And my immersive driving mode is working with this too. As you can see, I can. This is shift boost. It looks slow because I'm high. Go lower. Faster maneuver. Closer to the road. Okay, so shift is my boost button. And then I can control to slow down steadily, but it also lowers to the ground. It's like a landing button. So I'll just show you how this works. First driving with let me fly. Okay, so shift is boost, and then C is brake as normal. But if I want to land, I switch to W, which slows the speed down. So I'll just go fast. I'll switch to W. Speed drops. And if I want to land, I control. And it lowers and slows down at the same time so that you can land like that. So I'll just do it again, it's more smoothly. So fast, then control. Oh, there's a pool. I really should do this in the desert. But basically, yeah, it does work. You just have to know the keys for immersive driving. If you do, you can transfer it over to Let Me Fly, and it actually works better than the stock controls. You can even do cruising, which is the mouse thumb button combined with whichever acceleration, but it just lets you modulate the speed of acceleration a little bit better, so you're not like boosting max speed. hold about, if I use W and thumb, it'll hold 72. So you can kind of cruise along if you're doing some kind of scenic tour thing. And then you just adjust the, like, add speed with shift. So I'm using W, mouse thumb, and shift to modulate the speed. I can bring it up to 86, and you can see it drops very slowly. And that way you can, like, look around and just kind of take in the game, take in the atmosphere, and then boost up a little bit with shift. And so I'm using 3 buttons to do this. W, mouse thumb, and shift. Press W. And if you want to go fast again, just shift by itself. That'll pick up speed very quick. Faster than the jump. So you don't really have that with mouse and keyboard to start. So anyways, that's just that. And I wanted to see if vehicle combat works, and also show that. Real quick, wait. I could have sworn I got vehicle combat. Let me just think about it. Let me just get some combat going. Do this movie. Let's see if the police walk up and try to get me. Oh, no, all the cars are going to get me. Okay. My own car. Here we go. Drone. So I've got time dilation overhaul, which gives me bullet reflect on the katana. And just for testing, I set it to maximum mitigation and settings for it. Also got there was a mod for, I think it's with time dilation overhaul. Or no, it was the second one. It was like a full strafe speed while shooting if you wanted to do like a speed build, and you can actually aim while running and shoot, but you gotta use W to run. He hasn't combined it with A and D. It's okay, I'll come back to life. So yeah, you can see that the game's running stable with the mod installed. And if I'll just quickly call like a random vehicle to make sure that it's, you know, sometimes you call something else and then it crashes if there's large instabilities with the mod. Let's hope I can get in this car and get away before we'll also test first person mode. Yeah, it's looking good. There's also another mod I recommend. It's auto center. You can disable third and first person auto center, and it's literally, as it's called, disable auto centering. Will come up in Nexus mods, and it just stops the camera. Like if you're trying to look at something, it just stops it doing that flick back to the back of the car thing. Cool. It's looking pretty solid. And I'll just show again here, version 1.63 is the version we're on. And the other stability issue, because it could have been a conflict, is I'm just going to quickly reinstall vehicle combat, because that's one of the coolest, you know, it's also a really cool, popular mod, and it's a big mod that, you know, well, it's a tiny file, but it's a big mod. So extracted that, and we'll try running it again. So launcher gonna do this stupid thing. So this is gonna take me like half a day to upload because I'm still on the I'm still on an antenna in the mountains. Oh, there we go. It loaded up normally this time. What the heck? So it's just like an internet thing. Close all these downloads. If it loads, we'll see if vehicle combat is the conflict, because that'll narrow it down for a lot of people, I think. I also want vehicle combat with Let There Be Flight. Finally had some free time to test. Like I've actually got computer upgrades going, we've got house renovations and all sorts of things, so it's been too busy to game lately. but this is obviously one of my favorites. So we'll see. Vehicle combat.
Hello.
Could have just been that module.reds file that was screwing with everything. Okay, so now vehicle combat's installed. We'll see if it comes up in mod settings anyway. Nope. Mods? Yeah, here it is. Extra time dilation overall. So enable crowd combat calls. I don't know if I have to reload for this. Reload anyway. Let's try to. I'm not actually trying to kill people. It's like wild sound. Warnings. I'm in combat. Someone's angry at me. There. You. Seems shooting cars gets the police and stuff way quicker than other things. Destroy. There we go, someone's angry. Yeah, unreported. You just see cars coming in at me. There's some police over there. Here we go. Yeah, they are. It is working. Enhanced door mod really does help. Oh, nice. There we go. Okay, how to do a siren. Oh, that was easy to get away. Do I have to like massacre half the city to get? Don't do this, kids. I'm just trying to trigger something. This is just a test. Some battles. Just want to see how many the enemies I get. 5-star enemies. That was it. Only 1-star for all that. Yeah, but anyway, at least we can see that the mod's fairly stable, the game's stable. We've got some of the good mods installed, PDOs installed. So yeah, I hope that proves the point that the game's working with this workaround. It's just a very specific workaround. So the module.reds file in the where is that folder? The module.reds file in Red 4 extension, plugins, mod settings. So you want to delete the module.reds from here. That should get the game working with the game closed. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next massive update, I guess. Bye.